Today, I want to talk about something that, it really changed my life when I started practicing this. A lot of you may know that I wrote and published From Chains to Saved in 5 weeks. And it was specifically from doing practices that I'm about to show you in this. You increase your productivity by 500%. That means that a task that would normally take you 5 hours, you'll be able to get done in 1 hour. That's huge. For being able to get something done in 5 years, you get it done in 1 year. You amplify your creativity by 4 to 7 times. When your mind is completely focused on the task at hand, when something comes up, when a problem comes up that, normally would just frustrate you, your mind is in a creative state to complete the task that you automatically come up with a solution right away. You improve your learning rate by 490%. So if you're someone that likes to read, when you sit down to read, if you just do a simple routine to start up your learning time, to start up your work time, everything that you read, you will retain and remember 490% more than normal. When you have a specific goal in mind, when you sit down to do something, you want to have something that you can complete in the time that you sit down to do it, getting everything you need to done. So think about, what is the focus of your life right now that is priority to finish? What are the thoughts that you're having on a daily basis that are distracting you from? Some worry about finances. They're constantly thinking about finances. It doesn't mean that, just stop thinking about your finances and you'll be okay. No, it means that voice is telling you, if you're worried about that, we need to start working on whatever it is that will actually free us from those thoughts. When you sit down to work on something, if you have a focused mindset that you're sitting down to complete it, it takes anywhere between 18 and 25 minutes of focused, energetic time on a task to get what's called flow state, to get yourself in a state of flow where you're just getting stuff done. And once you guys actually hack into this, you'll know the difference of getting into a place where you're just boom, 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 getting things done. And when you're just sitting down to do something and it's just, you're just working on it, right? You'll know the difference, and it's extremely, extremely euphoric. One symptom is you're completely focused on one task. You're not, noticing people calling you. You're not thinking about what's going on Facebook. You're not thinking about, your financial stress and things like that. You're extremely and 100% focused on the task right in front of you. And this is something that's taught in the fellowships also. This is taught that you want to be completely present in the moment. You're not thinking self-conscious thoughts about your life or your performance in the task at hand. Enjoyment of the process in completing the task. This can be learning. It can be working on a specific task, working on homework. It can be, working on your fellowship work, working on your 12 steps, things like that. It offsets the frustration of difficult tasks, and it turns the frustration into enjoyment. You want to have a work startup routine. First thing, we've all heard it, but this is huge. Phone on silent and out of sight. Write down the task and steps to completion. I am going to finish my homework assignment for algebra. And then you write down the tasks that you have to do in order to complete it. Write out the thoughts in the moment. And this is something that I do, and I started teaching in the course. It's what I use to hack into it really, really quick. As you're actually working on the task and you're working on that checklist, when the great distractor starts telling you things that you need to get done, like, hey, sweep the floor, or hey, call your mom, or hey, have you seen what's going on Facebook? That kind of stuff. Just write it down as it comes on a checklist in your journal right next to you. Because what will end up happening is that as you're writing them down, sometimes, and a lot of times, it's reminding you of stuff you actually have to get done. So I use it as a secretary to remind me of little tasks that I just have to do later, and I write it down. And then once they're in existence, away from my task, I'm able to come back to it later and actually go through that to-do list and finish all that stuff as well. You're going to continue to write these down until none of them are coming anymore. You're just putting them in existence and staying focused on the task at hand. Then you work until the task is completed. And this is a muscle. This is something that you have to train yourself to do. You have to train your mind that when you sit down to do something, you're sitting down until it's completed. And what will happen after some time of practicing this is you will start to get things finished quicker. Highly recommend hacking into the flow state. And if you, I mean, this is obviously going to be up on YouTube. This is going to be up on Facebook. You can come back to it to get that routine down for yourself when you are ready to start practicing it.